Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and I trust you all are keeping well in your various angles. As for me, I'm so excited to share with you this delicacy from the grassfield region of Cameroon called achu. That's the northwest region and the west region of Cameroon. Alright, so I'm your girl Chanazi's Twist and I'm here with another episode of The Twist. So let's start twisting. Alright. So I have here two green bananas, or what the Ugandans usually call matoke. Then I've got my cocoyams. Here I actually mixed three different types of cocoyams because um, those we've got here are a bit too watery. So I had to mix them to get the proper texture that I need. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and wash our cocoyams, place them in the pot nicely, and then top it up with some water and put it to boil. Make sure that you boil your cocoyams for at least an hour. Yes, at least an hour. Because if your cocoyams are not properly cooked, you're gonna have this uncomfortable sensation once you're done eating. You're gonna feel itchy. Right. So usually achu is being pounded or ground in a mortar with a pestle, but I didn't have one, so I had to improvise. I used a clay pot. I bought a small clay pot and I had to use that. Now my cocoyams are nicely cooked, so I'm gonna start pounding my achu. Now, what do we do? You start by pounding the banana. Once you peel your banana and you pound it or you mash it, however you want to call it, you mash it, then go ahead and add your cocoyam. One other thing you need to know is this should always be hot. If you want your pounding or grinding process or mashing process to be smooth, you need to do this when your cocoyams are hot. Now, pounding has to be very quick. You do not want your bananas to get cold because once they get cold, they harden, and mixing the banana and the cocoyams becomes very difficult, and you might end up having lumps in your achu, and nobody is gonna eat it. Trust me, nobody. So achu is one of those meals where you do the pounding when the cocoyams and the bananas are hot. All right. So once you've done this, mix everything nicely and set it aside. So we're going to transfer everything back into the mortar or our clay pot and then ensure that the banana and the cocoyams and the pound cocoyams are beautifully mixed. Then we set it aside. Now I need to make this point clear. The northwest region add banana to their achu, and their achu is a bit harder compared to the west region. The west region do not add banana to their achu. Yeah, most of them do not add banana in their achu, so their achu is a bit softer. So we are going to set our achu aside and then prep our soup, our achu soup. So for our achu soup, we need cow skin or kanda. We call it kanda. I have this kanda. It's pre-cooked already. Then I've got some scotch bonnet pepper for some heat. Yes. I have here some limestone. We have this limestone. We usually use the traditional limestone made from plantain peel, but I don't have that here. And then here's some mushrooms. And then I've got some achu spices. It smells so good. I've got here some beef. I'm using the Pakistani beef. And of course, palm oil. Then I have some eggplant or garden eggs. All right, so straight in a pot, I'm going to put my meat and then season it with some salt and put it to boil. I won't be adding some water. I'll just let it cook in its own juice. Then once it has cooked for a while, I'm going to add in my cow skin or my kanda and then add in a bit of water. I'll let that cook for a few minutes again and then I'll go ahead and add in my mushrooms. So yeah, I'm adding in my mushrooms. Once I add my mushrooms, they'll just cook for a few minutes because mushrooms don't take long to cook. Then I drop in my scotch bonnet pepper. So while my meat was cooking, I added some water to my spices to get a beautiful paste. And in a clean pot, I added in some palm oil. Now you just need to let your palm oil get hot but not bleached. You do not want your palm oil to be white. Now once your palm oil is hot, just go ahead and drop your limestone. Drop your limestone, stir it a little bit, and then add in some water. Now, once you add in your water in your oil, go ahead and mix seriously. Mix, and mix until your oil and water are nicely blended together and you have this yellowish or orangey color. Then go ahead and add water gradually and add in your spices. Do the mixing non-stop. Make sure you mix and mix and mix and mix. While you mix, you add in a bit of water, taste and adjust your seasoning, add in some salt and adjust your seasoning. So at the end of the day, this is what a perfectly cooked achu soup looks like. Once you've had this color and texture, go ahead and add in your meat and fish, whatever protein you have, whatever obstacles you've got. So one of my obstacles, or one of the obstacles we use in the Northwest region is eggplant or garden eggs. So I have steamed my garden eggs. You can steam them or roast them. I actually steamed them here. I took it off the heat and peeled them and then set it aside. Now it's time to enjoy your achu. Our achu soup looks beautifully made, nicely made, and our achu is as smooth as required. All right. So now let me show you how we serve achu. Usually, traditionally, achu is eaten on a leaf. Yes, but it's a bit tricky. So we are going to go ahead and use a plate. Just dish out your achu, put in a plate, and make a small mountain. Just make a small mountain. Once you've made that small mountain, then you bore a hole. You create a valley or a hole at the center of your achu, like so. Then you go ahead and put your soup, you dish out your soup and put it at the center in the hole. Yeah. So you put your soup in the hole you created. Now, achu is usually eaten with one finger, the index finger. Yes, it is eaten with the index finger. You eat the whole plate with one finger. So achu is one of those meals that is served at room temperature. We do not eat it hot. It's always at room temperature. And it is also one of those meals that requires energy, love, patience. Yes. If you do not have patience, love, and energy, you can't cook achu. Yes. This is just a small quantity, but if you have to cook a pot for a very large or big family, it requires a lot of strength and energy and love plus patience. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate your love and support. Thanks a lot, and please stay connected. Do not forget to click on the notification button so you can get notified once I drop a new video. Before we say goodbye, please remember to share love, put a smile on somebody's face. Bye.